It's estimated that 80% of all work comp premium audits have errors. And I estimate that 99% of those errors cause you to overpay, not underpay. Now, your work comp insurance company completes your premium audit to determine if you estimated your payroll correctly at the beginning of the year. You would have to pay an additional premium after the audit if you underestimated your payroll, or the insurance company would owe you money if you overestimated. The audit process requires access to your company's operations, reviewing payroll records, confirming certificates of insurance, and classifying employee tasks. Now, having your work comp insurance payment plan set up on pay-as-you-go makes the audit process much less painful and practically eliminates the chance of being asked for additional money after the audit. Because every month you log into the company portal, report your actual payroll for the last 30 days, and then the system calculates how much you owe for work comp insurance coverage, then you pay it right there online. It eliminates the need to guess or estimate what your payroll will be, therefore should prevent any audit surprises at the end of the year. Another benefit is that pay-as-you-go can help with monthly cash flow, because when work is slow, payroll is down. And when payroll is down, your work comp insurance premium will be less. So for seasonal businesses, they really appreciate this feature. The next thing I want to mention is excluded remuneration, which is the compensation you pay to your employees that you don't have to report to the work comp insurance company. But first, let's go through a list of the types of compensation that you do have to report. These things include salary and hourly wages, commissions, bonuses, holiday, vacation and sick pay, contributions required by law to statutory insurance and pension plans, incentive plans and profit sharing plans, payments made to employees for employee-supplied hand and power tools, rental value of housing provided to employees, value of lodging provided by the employer, value of meals provided by the employer, payments for employee saving plans, retirement, or cafeteria plans made through salary reductions from employees' gross pay or through annuity plans, Davis-Bacon or similar wage law deductions from work comp payroll made into health and pension plans for contracted workers, expense reimbursements that were not verified expenses. Okay, now let's talk about employee compensation you don't have to report to your work comp insurance company, beginning with overtime. Under the Fair Labor Standards Act, you must pay your employees at least 1.5 times their regular pay rate for all hours worked above 40 hours a week. This additional payment above the base rate does not need to be reported when calculating work comp premiums. For example, if an employee earns $30 an hour and works 60 hours, that means 20 of those hours are overtime. The total wages reported would be $30 per hour times 60 hours equals $1,800. The extra half-time wages are excluded from this calculation, which would be the $15 per hour for those 20 extra hours of overtime, equaling $300. So again, you report the $1,800, not $2,100 in that example. Now, it should be noted that for some states, such as Pennsylvania and Delaware, they do not allow overtime premium amounts to be excluded from payroll calculations. Therefore, you should consult with your agent to confirm compliance. Other items that may be excluded from your workers' compensation reported payroll include reimbursed expenses, severance packages, perks, employer contributions to employee benefit and pension plans, payments to leased workers and temps, payments for military duty, tips, gratuities, and any rewards related to inventions or discoveries. Now, these reimbursed expenses must meet certain conditions regarding the business purpose of the expense, separate record keeping of the amount spent, and approximate representation of actual costs. A maximum expense allowance of $75 per day may be excluded. Meal money and uniform allowances are excluded. Severance packages should not be included as regular payroll, and any perk payments must be documented to be excluded. Payments made to leased workers or temps should not be categorized as payroll. And tips received by employees should also not be included. Lastly, any rewards related to inventions or discoveries that improve the business must also have clear documentation to be excluded from the reported payroll. Be sure to document what compensation you have excluded from reporting to your work comp carrier and be prepared to answer any questions from the audit department. Now, for a quick assessment, if you're responsible for your company's work comp insurance, please ask yourself the following. Have we ever overestimated or underestimated our payroll, causing a large refund or deficiency at the end of the policy term? Do we have a slow time of the year when revenue and payroll decline? Should we consider paying our work comp insurance through pay-as-you-go? Do we have a written process for what compensation can be excluded from reporting to our work comp carrier? And is this process being followed? Do we document the compensation we excluded in case the auditor questions us? Now let's wrap this up. I believe the main things you want to take from this is to consider using pay-as-you-go to pay your work comp premiums and to know what kind of employee compensation can be excluded from payroll being reported to your work comp insurance company so you don't overpay. The name of the game is to make sure your company is protected as you drive down your insurance costs. And this is a good way to do it. Now, please remember, as your company grows, you will have more clients, more assets, more employees, and more obligations, which means you're going to have more risk. And therefore, you need to do more than just buy business insurance. You need to add risk management, which is the whole reason why we created Risk Insurance. It's a blend of risk management and business insurance that's designed to make your life easier. So let us know how we can help and stay safe out there.